Emma was only 8 years old, living in a small mining village with her parents. Her world was full of laughter, warmth, and the simple joys of childhood. Her parents worked tirelessly in the mines but always made time to play with her, tell her stories, and shower her with love. To Emma, their smiles were the light of every morning. One fateful day, a terrible accident struck. A sudden explosion rocked the mine where her parents were working. Emma, who had been playing nearby, ran toward the smoke and chaos, only to witness a sight that would haunt her forever. Through the dust and the shouting, she saw her parents trapped beneath the rubble. Her tiny heart could not bear the horror. From that moment on, Emma lost her voice. The girl who once laughed and sang now sat in silence. She wandered the edges of the village, her face streaked with tears, often staring blankly into the distance. The villagers were puzzled and saddened by her sudden muteness. No matter how they tried, no one could coax a word from her. Emma withdrew completely into herself, clinging to the memories of her parents while the world moved on around her. Weeks turned into months. Life carried on, but Emma remained frozen in grief. Then one day, a new miner arrived in the village. His name was Jack. He was a solitary man, weathered and quiet, carrying the invisible scars of his own past. The villagers whispered that Jack spoke little, but his eyes held depth, understanding, and a gentle kindness that drew people in, even without words. Jack noticed Emma sitting alone one afternoon near the hill at the edge of the village. She was silent, staring at the horizon, but there was a glimmer of something unspoken in her eyes. Jack approached cautiously and asked softly, "Are you okay?" Emma did not respond, but her eyes told a story of deep pain and loneliness. Jack understood immediately. This little girl needed patience, love, and guidance to heal. From that day on, Jack visited Emma regularly. He never pressured her, never demanded she speak. Sometimes he read a book aloud while she sat quietly beside him. Sometimes they simply walked together in the fields. He offered the quiet presence of someone who understood without forcing words. Slowly, Emma began to trust him. She realized that someone could care for her, accept her silence, and be with her without judgment. After several weeks, Jack sat with Emma under a large oak tree and said gently, "It's time to try finding your voice again. If you're ready, we can start slowly." Emma took a deep breath, trembling, and whispered her first word in months, "Hello." Jack's eyes filled with tears of joy. The word was small, but it carried months of pain, fear, and grief, now turning into hope. From that day on, Emma's healing journey began. Jack guided her gently through exercises, telling stories, singing, and even painting together. Every activity built her confidence and strengthened her voice bit by bit. Emma's speech gradually returned. More importantly, she found the courage to face life's pain. Her grief over her parents remained in her heart, but she no longer carried it alone. She began to express herself, to share her thoughts, fears, and dreams with Jack and eventually with others in the village. The transformation amazed the villagers. They could hardly believe the silent little girl had found her voice again. But Jack knew the truth. Patience, love, and unwavering presence had restored her. By the time several months had passed, Emma was no longer the same fragile child. She was strong, independent, and resilient. She could speak, laugh, and even help others. Her voice, once stolen by tragedy, now resonated with hope and courage. Life in the village continued, but Emma's story became an inspiration. The girl, who lost her voice after unimaginable loss, now stood as a symbol of recovery and strength. Jack, once a solitary miner, had become her protector, mentor, and friend. Together, they showed that love and patience can heal even the deepest wounds. Emma's journey taught a powerful lesson. Devastating loss can silence us, but with the right support and compassion, our voice and spirit can return. Her experience revealed the quiet strength of resilience and the transformative power of kindness. Her days now were filled with gratitude, laughter, and a newfound zest for life. Her voice, once lost in tragedy, was strong and expressive. Jack remained by her side, reminding her that the greatest strength often comes from love, patience, and understanding. Emma's story proves that even the darkest moments of life can be overcome. With compassion, guidance, and hope, a broken spirit can heal. She had faced the unimaginable, survived the silence, and emerged stronger. And while she would never forget her parents, she had learned that life's beauty could return even after profound loss.